We are conducting a business survey, so we are in the process of reaching out to every member and doing phone calls just to see how everyone's doing, but we're also collecting information about how your business is doing that we want to capture to get to our city government and also our elected officials in the state of Texas. So it's a very short survey, but we are happy to fill that out as we talk to you because we really want to capture that information. So if you haven't received the call yet, please expect that you will. But we really want to know how everything's going, and we know this is a tough time, but this information will be valuable in the weeks to come as we are looking at resources that are going to be provided by the government. So it's really important to have that. Next, I wanted to highlight the Murphy Unites campaign and movement that was started. The Chamber Board of Directors has been hard at work on how we support our members and specifically just in general our business community. And Murphy Unites was born out of that and has been rolled out to our business community and has been a great success. We have businesses emailing every day wanting to be a part of that effort. And so I encourage you, if you haven't yet checked out the posts, it's all run through Facebook. So go through the Facebook page, share that out. It's great information. So it's not just talking about where you can get food. It definitely has information about where you can get food, but it talks about our businesses and how they're continuing to do their business, what they need from you, and even some of the resources have been putting out for our community. So check that out, and definitely more to come regarding that movement for our community. We also launched a t-shirt contest. It was a very short, fun way to rally our community. It was launched to the public on Facebook and it ran 1 week. So we were asking for community designs to be submitted on Facebook for a week. They had until the 17th of April, and then they were submitted, and the Chamber has collected those and they will be posted on Facebook for a vote. So definitely go to the website, I'm sorry, not the website, the Facebook page. In the next coming days, they'll all be posted, and we're gonna give folks about a week to submit their votes, and whoever has the most likes, we're going to pick the top designs, and then the Chamber will actually be working with a printer to get those on t-shirts to be sold to the community and proceeds to benefit our business community. So it was just a fun way to get some designs that are relatable to the time that we're going through now. So check that out if you haven't so far. Also, I wanted to note, this is something you may have seen already. It was published the end of March in the Murphy Monitor, but the Murphy Chamber was voted the best place to be seen in Murphy by the Reader's Choice Awards. The CNS Media newspaper puts that out. So we're very proud that the community voted for us and that we were the best place to be seen. So I just wanted to put that out there and thank everyone. And if you missed that publication or you have it, take a look, and we do have a small ad in there that promotes the Chamber events that are available to our community. And last but not least, of course, I wanted to thank Joanne Dodson with Pet Sweets and Murphy for sponsoring this luncheon. We really appreciate your support. And I'd be happy to talk to anybody who's interested in continuing to sponsor the Chamber events. They are virtual for now. We believe that, you know, there's still value in getting your name out there and helping out your chamber. And so I'd love to talk with you about how we can work with you to develop a sponsorship package to support your business, even though our events are a little bit different. And so those are my announcements for today. And I want to go ahead and introduce our speaker. Many of you already know Nadya. She's a very active member in our chamber. And I'm going to give you the more formal rundown of her bio. Nadya Tosh is a certified health, life, and fitness coach. She is also a passionate advocate for Beyond Organic Shaklee products for your everyday use. She is originally from St. Petersburg, Russia. She has lived in the US for 17 years. She has a master's degree in psychology and a bachelor's degree in education and has been practicing holistic wellness for over a decade. 11 years ago, she found herself sick and tired of being a sick and tired mom. That was the beginning of her own health journey, a journey that she says she will continue for the rest of her life. Our wellness is not a destination, it's a journey. And our health is not a sprint, it's a marathon. She loves inspiring people to take care of their bodies and minds so they can live their lives to the fullest. She works with overwhelmed and overweight wellness professionals. She helps them get off the weight loss roller coaster free of judgment so they can be the role models they know themselves to be. She does it through a transformation of lifestyle and habit change in mindset, nutrition, and fitness. So hear from your speaker today, Nadya Tosh.
Round of applause.
Hey! And Nadya, do you want to go ahead and mute everyone, or do you just want to keep everybody interacting during your presentation?
Let me do this. Let me mute everyone if I find I saw the option, unless you have a faster option, Julie, to do that.
I don't know, since I'm not the moderator, if I can mute everybody.
Okay, I found it. Okay, do you hear me now? You hear me now? Okay, great. Do you see me on your large screen, or I'm a small tile on your screen? Do you see me large? Give me a thumbs up if I'm large on your screen. If I'm a small tile, I may not use the board. Julie, if you can unmute and let me know how you would like me to speak, using the board or just speak on my own and so people can see my face. What will be the better option?
If you have content that they need to see on the board that would help with this worksheet, then I would say go with that. And you can make the tile so they see who's speaking full screen.
Yeah, so the speaker, I did do the speaker view, I believe. Let me see, one more try, and at least you see me well. I don't see that here. So this is the title, speaker view. I believe you should be able to see me as the big person on the screen. Maybe. All right, folks. Well, let's start. Thank you so much, Julie. Technology is technology. We have to be grateful that we've got at least what we've got. And just raise your hand if you find yourself where you're feeling, I'm still sitting at home, maybe another 2 weeks, and kind of got in the groove of what I'm doing, but I'm not yet 100% satisfied with my schedule and how I deal with things. Go ahead and raise your hands if you find that. Raise your hand if you feel that some days you feel energized and some days kind of blah. Anybody? Yeah. Raise your hand if you feel, okay, I kind of got a sense of this last month, but I don't know if this is the right, I need to find a better way to maybe reinvent my business or reinvent how I deal with work and the family at home. Anybody still looking for new ways, maybe ideas? Okay. And do you find yourself, or maybe you know someone, a little bit like really take a deep look inside? Is there a little bit of anxiety? Oh my gosh, what's coming? It's in about 2-3 weeks. I don't know how the world is going to change for me and my business and my life. Anybody is feeling a little bit of that anxiety? Maybe much. I took a couple of stress reliefs. Ashwagandha. Yeah. All right, well, and today, let's talk about what we've done so far in the last month. And let's talk about some options of, let's say, reinventing and finding the new ways of doing the business when you're still at home and you still want to be healthy, right? We really want to use this time and for the rest of your life to be effective, like physically, so I can be present to my business, to my life, to my family, and everybody else, right? And whatever you hear today is just my offering, my suggestion. It's something that I remember when I was working full-time from home for quite a bit. I was working, but I wasn't really producing the results. It's like I was so busy 24/7, sometimes not seeing my kids in the evening, and the results were not there. It's like definitely something was not working. And what's interesting that I found myself this last 30 days, the gym where I train closed up on March 18. It's April 21. In this month, I reinvented. Yes, it took me really full intention to how do I do it. I hire a business coach and just went all in. And what's interesting that I reproduced that income that I lost from closed business where I train people in the morning, fitness wise, and I reproduced that income with my own health coach and business. So part of it, I think what I'm going to share with you is actually how I deal with my day. And this is also an invitation. What if this system works for me and I can use the system and actually utilize it when I have this 1 or 2 days working from home? Somebody has this, you go to job, but they give you 1 or 2 days work from home. Or when you need to sit down and actually do something for your work, for your business, and here's this time comes, you will have a clear understanding how to be effective and produce the results that you want in your business and in your life. Go ahead and give me arms up if this relates to you, if you feel like, oh yes, this sounds good. Okay, good. All right. All right, and you should have a worksheet with you. It was sent this morning in the email and also the Eventbrite. If you don't worry. I'm going to say what this worksheet has, and maybe if Julie can have a follow-up email as well. Let's start with, in the worksheet, there was actually the first line is what I'm struggling with. So I'm just going to give you a few seconds, write down 3 things. If you don't have a worksheet, just have a notepad and write down, what am I really struggling with today? I know life is changing. I feel like every 2 days is different. That's why I waited for the worksheet till the last day, so I know how to create it according to what we need right now. What am I struggling with? What is your personal struggle? I'm actually going to type these questions in the chat just in case. Okay.
Nadia, would it be helpful if we shared what our personal struggles were in the chat so that it starts a dialogue?
So what would be helpful if somebody is willing not to unmute, just type in the chat, not to interrupt the workflow since we have very limited time. Just type in the chat where you find yourself. And my invitation is just to work within for you on your worksheet and type in the chat if you like. But let's not have a conversation because that might last for 3-4 hours.
Okay.
But yes, chat will be really great. So what are you struggling with? I know I am struggling with right now is like the nervousness, what's coming up. How do I need to adjust myself to prepare for that big change? Balance with work and kids schedule. Okay, thank you for sharing. So really important to understand where we are struggling, really important to be present and say, here's what's so, because if you're not present, if we are not accepting where we are, not really accepting, but seeing clearly, truthfully, authentically, we almost put in a block and we are not working through the struggle. Brandon Burchard says is embrace the struggle. I think that's his expression, is really being into the struggle, and that's where growth happens. I see another share here. Schedule exercise, continued weight loss since I've lost 58 pounds, but it stands still now. Okay, so schedule exercise and the weight loss. All right, let's move on to what would be your why. So this might be a little bit of different concept, but in my health coaching, anything I do, I start with your why. What is your why? What is this? What is it about? Let me, for example, ask a question I think Denise mentioned. So Denise, why do you want to lose those additional pounds? What stands behind of you wanting to do it?
Well, I've actually been on a program, and so I'm eating all of the right foods, but I've noticed since I've been working from home 3.5 weeks versus in the workplace, I'm not moving as much. I'm having to make sure that I'm by a computer, my laptop, so I can respond, to people's emails, where at work I would get up and go to the copier, or get up and go, water and stuff. At home, I'm having a harder time doing that. And I feel like my lack of movement has really been difficult for me physically. But I need to lose. My goal is 100 pounds. So I had a set goal, but I've kind of stalemated. But I did start walking in the neighborhood 3 days ago. So that seems to be making me, I feel better anyway. I haven't lost any more, but I feel better.
Thank you. Why do you want to lose 100 pounds? Why?
Because it was for my health. I'm going to be 50 next January, and I felt like I've been overweight for 15 years, and I was not taking care of myself. And so now I'm just made a decision to do something for myself that, since I work with seniors, I find that they have a lot of health issues if they don't take care of themselves. And I'm right there at that age, going through menopause and all that stuff, I just noticed a huge difference that my metabolism changed. And if I didn't do something, I was going to be more obese than I already was.
So you're saying for your health, and seems like also helping seniors that you work with, because your health is also important for you and for them.
Yes.
So when you imagine that you lose 100 pounds, and everybody imagine that I'm asking you these questions. So work with your own answers as well. So Denise mentioned, I want to lose 100 pounds. Everyone, the same question to you. Why are you actually on this webinar? What is your health goal? Denise graciously shared losing 100 pounds. I asked her, why is it important? Everyone, ask yourself, why is it important? That question that you just answered, why you're here. And Denise said, my health. It's time for me, but I also want to help seniors I work with. Everyone, what is your next why? It's like why underneath the why. Imagine we've got a cabbage, and we are peeling the layers of our mission, or why. I want to say reasons, but it's really why are we doing what we are doing? There's something that stands behind the drive. So Denise, staying healthy, what will be available in your life when you imagine that you already lost 100 pounds? How your life can be different?
Wow. I think the main thing that it's done for me so far is brought me a lot of mental health, self-image. For me, I didn't, I mean, there's some personal reasons that I could go into that I don't know if I want to share on here, but from the time I was a child, I thought of myself as ugly, and I carried that into my adulthood. And it wasn't until now that I realized I don't want to think that about myself anymore. I'm not okay with that. And I never really said that to myself before. So this process has brought some mental healing and some emotional healing that started from things that happened in my childhood. So I'm super grateful for what that I learned that, and then that consequently, the just feeling good and being able to fit in clothes that I kind of tucked back in my closet that I didn't think I would ever fit in again. I'm like, dang, I can fit in a 14. It's not going to mean anything to you guys, but for me, when you're 2X, 3X, and then you go down to a 14, it's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah. So I heard you saying feeling great, feeling awesome. By the way, everyone, ask yourself those questions and start writing down the answers. They usually leave as soon as the webinar is over. And if you write them down, they will be great reminders. Is it fair to say, Denise, I heard you saying healing. Is it fair to say when your body is healing, you are the healer for the people you work with?
I think it has definitely made an impression, like specifically on my family, because I grew up not eating properly. So my family has the same issues. I was actually the thin one for the most part growing up. And so I went through a very abusive divorce 15 years ago, and then I went the opposite direction. And so, yeah, it definitely, it heals. It's healing my family too, because they're wanting to get healthy, and they're seeing, and it's making a difference for them too.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone, the question in your worksheet is, what is your ideal day? Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ideal day. So I could actually work with Denise a little more and unpeel more layers, but I heard she is not willing to share everything she wants to say. So I'm stuck in there, but everyone, here's the deal. We don't normally think of this. We think about losing a few pounds, different pounds from each one of us. So we want to be stronger, or we want to have more energy. But where are we heading with this? Imagine you reached your goal. What is your life would be like? How's your body would feel like? What is actually your ideal day? Do you know? Do you know where you want to be, let's say 10 years from now? I'm going to give you, usually I had about 2-3 minutes, but I'm going to give you about 1 minute. Write down in your notepad, my ideal day is, and write down as if it's the picture, and I'm going to see it. I'm going to see where you are, who you're with, what you're saying, what's the environment, everything about your ideal day. What is your ideal day? All right. I know sometimes it takes much longer, about 5-10 minutes to figure out. So imagine when you're looking at the picture, you got to include the senses. What do I see? Maybe even the smell, reality of your ideal day. What happens with that reality is we are actually moving that way. If we have a clarity of reality, wow, I'm rhyming. The mind is naturally going towards there. So your actions become towards your ideal day. Your planning becomes towards the ideal day. You will start noticing each day things or people that will help you to get where you want to go. Okay, so for example, for me, I'll share my personal ideal day is actually, I want to live by the beach and I want to work on my computer by helping others through virtual training and also travel to help the children. What I use this 30 days opportunity for is to develop my online programs. I developed 3 online programs: the baby steps for free, transformation week, 7 days, and the masterclass 6 weeks in this time. So I use that opportunity because I knew what my ideal day is. Okay. All right. Let me remove this page. Look, there's clear page and it's ready to go. We all have the same time. We have 24/7. You probably heard that before. And really, how it's all going down to how you manage your day. It's what exactly you do throughout your day. And it's actually more than that. If you've done any kind of listening from a health coach, and I always say it's not about time management, it's not about stress management, it's about managing yourself in the time you've got. How do you manage yourself? Therefore, that's how you manage your time. Therefore, that's how you manage your stress. Stressors are always there. Sometimes you just can't do anything about that. Here we are sitting at home. But how do you manage yourself in the time and the circumstances that you got? So here's what I do, folks. I break the day into the chunks of time I have. And that's what we're going to do today. And I'll give you an example of what I've done is collected through, Julie mentioned, 10 years of personal discoveries. And those are the tools and techniques that I collected that work the best from most successful people. They work the best in the holistic approach, because I'm just not a fitness trainer. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a psychologist. I am not a, what other areas? I am all of it together. I have focused on the mindset. I have focused on fitness, on nutrition. It's really the holistic way of looking at your total wellness. So therefore, here's your day. What do you do with that day? So let me see if I actually go through my plan according to what I thought I would do. Okay, we talked about the why. Okay, so we will break the day down: the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. The most important part of the day, who can guess? You're muted, you can talk. It's the morning. So I call it, it's in your worksheet, winning your morning. That's morning. If nothing else, this is the most important aspect of how you manage yourself. Again, it's not managing this 2 hours in the morning or 5-6 minutes sometimes that I got because I train early in the morning. It's what am I doing in the time that I have, okay? So how do you win your morning? In your worksheet, I have about 3 different bullet points that you can put for yourself to take on. So my invitation for you is not to leave this workshop, oh, that was good. To leave the workshop, I'm going to take at least 1 step, or maybe 3 steps from today, and I'm going to implement it. Everybody says yes? I don't like to speak when people just like, yeah, this was good. I forgot what it was about. All right, so winning your morning. Being a psychologist, being a health coach, what I hear quite a lot, and this is actually my personal journey as well, when you immigrate, oh, maybe I shall not, I'm gonna cry. When you immigrate to a different country, from a communistic country, the so-called self-esteem is pretty much very low. So I just will talk on my behalf, there is a struggle with self-love. What is self-love? It's really acceptance of myself. Whoa, okay. It's accepting myself who I am by number 1 way is personal self-care. What does it mean? Taking care of my physical body. Forget about everything else. What do I need to do to take care of my physical body right now in the way I already got to do it anyway? Sleep. Scientists say over and over, from 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body needs restful, relaxing sleep for your body to have enough natural organic energy, so you don't feel like I need to pick up some sugar from the fridge to keep that energy going. You have it because you slept enough. Each topic I can dive in for so much longer, but we will move on. When you wake up, so here is the structure of the morning. You can have it as 5 minutes or as 2 hours, depending on how much time you have. But folks, it's a must. If we don't do this, we don't own the morning, therefore you don't own your day, therefore you don't own your life. When you wake up in the morning, you look at the emails first thing in the morning, forget it. It's somebody else's agenda is already on you. Your own agenda is your physical body. Number one, when you wake up, 20 ounces of water. Bathroom teeth, second glass of 20 ounces of water. Hydration is very important. I'll just go through those bullet points real quick without diving into whys, but there is a lot of underneath science why this structure is so important. Number two is you wrote down that ideal day. This is your next step. Read your ideal day every day, twice a day preferably. What you do, you help your body, you train your body, actually your brain, to remember your ideal day so clearly that it will become more and more natural and organic every day to go towards there and see all these little pieces of helpers throughout the day. Or this opportunity, that opportunity. Visualizing, psychologists already say it works. Neuroplasticity of the brain is the way that when you visualize, you create your future. Isn't it amazing? Number three, movement. It's actually not the workout of the day. It's few minutes. I usually do yoga. I love yoga. Just from 5 to 20 minutes, again, whatever time you have, sometimes 1 minute, just to open up your body, open up the energy, blood flow, oxygen. Number four, this is really, really important, is plan your day. Journaling, planning. I've got my own high performance planner always with me, in front of me, by the bedside, in the office. I actually start by planning my day the night before, and then I open it up early in the morning. I revision. Sometimes every 5 minutes matters. I block my lunches. I block my to catch up time. It's all in there. We'll talk about time blocks just in a couple of minutes. And number five, this is really working from home. I know, like if I ask you, go ahead and get up. What do you wear on the bottom? Most of us have pajama pants. Who has that? But your environment, Shannon says no, your environment and actually how you prepare for your work, I guess Shannon agrees with that, is really important. What you wear, I'm actually wearing a business suit just because that creates the emotional readiness for me to act and be effective. If I wear a pajama, my mind is like, relax, it's all good. Also, I actually heard just recently someone, he gets in the, we put, well, as women, we put clothes, we put makeup, yes, makeup. And I heard someone, he gets in the car, he drives for 10 minutes around the block, he drives back home, and he goes in the office. It's tricking your brain. It's not about what you're thinking. It's about giving your brain the signals, time to work. And environment. Maybe if you just sit in a small corner in, let's say in the bedroom or the dining room, still create the environment that actually gives your brain the message of it's a work time. If I sit in pajama in front of TV on the sofa, something that can give me minutes of work, I can do in maybe 19 minutes because I sit in front of TV on the sofa. It's not going to work. So really giving your brain, think about helping your brain to get into understanding. It's a work time, let's go. And when I have my time blocks planned on the calendar, 12:27, I look at my plan, I'm supposed to be doing this. If I'm not yet, I know exactly what I need to be doing because my day is planned. I own my day because I owned my morning. I spent time to plan. Okay, time blocks. This is really, really important. It's one of the best concepts that I discovered for myself, and I'm still practicing with that. It's so easy to sleep. So let's say if we have 6 to 8 hours of work from home, think about this. I forgot to write it for you. Okay, time blocks. So 6 to 8 hours of work. Imagine those your blocks. 6 or 8 blocks. Each block is 45 to 15 minutes. So you work non-stop, laser focus, no other distractions. If there's a distraction, I take a small piece of paper, write it down, set aside. It's not for me right now, but it's at least recorded. When the top of the hour comes, I sometimes ask Alexa to help me because if nobody helps me, I will not get up. She reminds me it's 15-minute alarm. This is the key. When you work from home and you sit and you don't move, you've got this top of the hour, 10, 15 minutes to get up and move. I call it mind-body activation. So what do? There's so many options what you can do. Well, I work upstairs. I can go downstairs, upstairs again. It will help me break up the stiffness that I collected in the last 15 minutes, gets the blood flow going. I may just talk to my kids for a couple of minutes or walk outside and release that tension. Anything that will help your body move. 10-minute yoga. Have you ever Googled 5-10-minute yoga? So many options. The goal is to help your physical body get back to the natural energy. You will get more clarity, you will be more effective, you will have more energy, you will be more creative. It helps to release the tension of the previous hour and set your new intention for the next hour. That's where self-discipline comes. Okay, I really have to block these times. I have to use my alarm to really help me to get up and move. Okay. And for the self-discipline, another aspect here is the evening. Evening is for family and relaxation. This is also me where I'm working on myself. When it's time to stop, stop. That's like literally. And sometimes I don't. I have it on my calendar. My alarm is beeping. It's time to stop, and I don't. Here's what I do. This is my option, but something different may work for you. I create a Google event for the time to stop. For example, I invite my child to have lunch at the time where I need to stop. Children are interestingly responsible. At exact hour, maybe 1 minute late, there is a door open. She's standing right there and very positively saying, "Mom, I'm hungry." It's amazing. But I created the discipline through the day for time blocks, owning my morning, owning my afternoon, and evenings are the most struggle for me. I'm asking somebody else to help me. It's created a discipline through your own structure and accountability of others. Okay, Mary says, getting ready, dressed, having working mindset is really important for me, working from home. I need to move around more. Good advice. Thank you, Mary. What I was actually thinking is to create options of those. I call them pit stops on top of the hour blocks. What do you actually do? At some time when I just learned that concept, I would get up and I'm thinking, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm not sure. And then I thought, okay, 10-minute yoga, let me Google it. And there are other options if you are okay with jumping jacks and planks. A lot of opportunities. So maybe even Google 10-minute movement and see what's there. But at some point, I think I'm going to create some ideas as well. Julie, I have a productivity cube that helps me with blocking certain work tasks. Productivity cube. Also, yes, prioritizing. Okay, let's see, what else do we have in your worksheet? If you have it in front of you, I hope that you were going through those options that we talked about. We talked about your plan of win in the morning. Go ahead and write down, okay, 3 bullet points. What is my plan of win in the morning? We talked about environment, daily blocks, mind-body activation, a family and relaxation time. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed. That is how you work from home, creating your work at home ninja image, creating an image that is you are the role model that you want to be. How you do it? You really be present. You remember we talked about your why? This is the number one. Nothing else matters if your why is not clear. Know why you're doing it. Have your why that makes you cry. Have a clarity of your day, how you do it. Clarity of your day, of your ideal day, becomes when you visualize it in the morning. So really own your morning. Wake up with a glass of water, read your ideal day, movement to open up your body, plan your day, visualize how your day goes, and get ready. Get ready by getting dressed. If you're a female, make up if you like. If you want, go ahead and drive around the block and create their environment where you work. Time blocks is really essential. Pit stops on top of the hour, create your choices. And when it's time to stop, it's time to stop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have more questions, my only invitation for you is I'm going to type in my website, but it's my first name and last name, nadyatats.com. And on the very front page, on the very bottom of this page, you will see my contact information, TATSCH. And just talk to me. If you have anything else that you would like to say, any questions, I am giving a complimentary discovery session for anyone who is here. We will talk for about 45 minutes to an hour and discover what's slowing you down, stopping you to where you want to be. And if you would like to consider some programs and do them on your own, I just created the baby steps, how to really start step by step in your total wellness and transformation week and a 6 weeks masterclass. Thank you so much for listening and knocking your heads. I didn't hear your voices, but I saw that you were writing down and agreeing. Hopefully there's something you will say, I need to take a look into it and ask her some more questions. Please do connect with me. So nadyatats.com. And remember, you own your business, you own your life, you own your health by owning your morning and loving yourself. Julie.
Yes, thank you, Nadya. Does anyone have any specific questions and for Nadya that they want her to expand upon? We'll have a little short Q&A time. Does anyone have anything specific? Don't be shy, now's the time. Denise?
Do you have your workouts that you've created? How can we learn more about those?
So the workouts, the easiest way, Denise, I'm going to type in again the link. It's called Nadya Tats. I always misspell my last name. TATSCH.com/fitness. So these workouts are actually, let me see, fitness, Nadya Tats. Yes. So on that page, you will have a subscription link. If you sign up for updates, I will send you a reminder. It's actually coming up in about 45 minutes. I teach live. Those are complimentary 30-minute workouts, full body, all levels. And if you subscribed for updates, I will also send you a recording so you can do it on your own when you need. For example, if you can't go live. Yeah. But again, make sure that you know what you're doing, know your limitations. If you have questions, ask me. See you soon.
Anyone else have any questions for Nadya? No? Well, it was great information that I think everyone can jot a few notes down or reminders or anything that we're wanting to reset now that our workplaces look a little bit different. So I think it was really relevant and really appreciate you sharing it and modifying the talk that you were already going to give in July. So we really appreciate that. Now I'd like to turn it over to our sponsor, Joanne Dodson with Pet Suites. If she has any comments on behalf of her business or anything she wants to say, we appreciate your sponsorship and want to give you a few minutes to go ahead and address the group.
Thank you, Julie. Nadya, thank you for that presentation. That was lovely. We are still open at Pet Suites, and we're right there in Murphy, right behind the racetrack gas station. We offer doggy daycare, dog boarding, cat boarding, grooming, and training. We are giving a 25% discount for essential workers, which in Collin County, let's just be honest, is pretty much anybody. So you can take advantage of that. We have curbside drop-off to minimize contact. And of course, like I said, if we can help you with your pets, we'd love to. Thank you, Julie. That's all I really need to say.
All right, thanks, Joanne. We really appreciate it. Does anyone have any questions for Joanne beyond what she already said about Pet Suites or anything? All right, well, you know, like I said, I had given some comments. I know a few people joined the call late, but I'd given some chamber updates, and I know Nadya recorded this, so we plan to, it will be on Nadya's page, and we will also post it to the chamber Facebook page. So if you want to go back and look at anything again from the presentation or share out to your own pages for anyone who might be able to benefit, we encourage you to do that. We really appreciate the participation today, and this was our first go around with trying a virtual luncheon / webinar of sorts. Definitely there should be more to come. I will be planning out the months ahead to kind of see what this looks like, and if anyone has any feedback from any other meetings you've attended like this, or anything the chamber could look at for our future virtual interactions, I would love to hear from you. So give me a call, send me an email. I'd love to collect ideas and consider those and even bring them to our board. Like I said, we want to continue to improve the experience for all of you as we are social distancing and doing things in a different way. But we really appreciate it. It's great to see all of your faces. I'm grateful for the technology, so we're not so isolated, but definitely miss seeing all of you in person, and really wish that you all are staying well. And always know that you can call upon the chamber if you have a question. We're here. And that's all I have for today. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Nadya
Thank you.
and Julie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Y'all take care.
Leave until everybody leaves. Mary, good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
It's been
Good.
a long time.
Right.
A long time.
I know it, but it was some good things, and I think that it does help to dress and put on makeup and comb your hair if you're going to be working that day. Yeah, that was a good
Can
one.
relate to that, yeah.
Yeah, right. So thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah, yeah. My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.
Stay all safe. Mhm.